Welcome Virgo. At Astrologically, we believe planets do not predict your future. They reveal your true potential. And in 2025, your potential is quietly but powerfully unfolding. This is not a year of loud, dramatic changes. It's a year of steady, meaningful progress that will position you for something much greater ahead. God is moving the pieces into place, preparing you for breakthroughs that will come when both you and the world are ready. Your task this year is to trust the process. Even if the steps feel small or slow, every detail is being orchestrated with purpose, and patience will be your greatest ally. The year begins with Jupiter in Gemini until late May, lighting up your 10th house of career, status, and long-term goals. Opportunities for professional growth are on the horizon. But Jupiter here isn't just about handing you success, it's about showing you the bigger picture of where you want to go. You may be offered leadership roles, public recognition, or projects that stretch your skills. But just as quickly as opportunities arrive, you'll notice they require planning, negotiation, and strategy before they can truly take shape. God is asking you not to rush but to prepare the foundation, so your achievements will stand the test of time. At the same time, Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships all year. This is a serious, long-term energy that asks you to evaluate the quality of your relationships, romantic, business, and even close friendships. Some partnerships will deepen, becoming more committed and supportive, while others may reveal cracks that can no longer be ignored. This is part of your preparation. You're learning who will stand beside you in the years to come, and who is meant to be released so you can move forward, unburdened. The eclipses in Aries and Libra this year touch your 8th and 2nd houses, the axis of money, resources, and self-worth. These eclipses will push you to transform your relationship with finances, intimacy, and personal power. You might face decisions about joint resources, inheritances, or investments. There could be sudden shifts that force you to think differently about security. But remember, eclipses are the universe's way of clearing the old to make space for the new. Even if it feels disruptive at the moment, these shifts are ultimately in your favor. When Jupiter moves into Cancer in late May, it enters your 11th house of friendships, networks, and long-term dreams. This marks the beginning of a socially expansive phase where connections become a key part of your growth. You may join new communities, collaborate on group projects, or receive support from influential people who see your potential. But here's the thing, this isn't about instant rewards. The people you meet in the second half of 2025 may play major roles in your life for years to come, but their full impact won't be clear until later. God is placing these connections in your path now because you'll need them for the next chapter of your journey. In love, if you're single, Saturn's influence in your 7th house means relationships in 2025 will demand depth and maturity. You may attract someone older, more established, or deeply committed to building something real. This isn't the year for casual distractions. You're being prepared for the kind of partnership that strengthens you on every level. If you're already partnered, this is a year of building together, whether that's buying a home, starting a family, or creating shared goals. Challenges may arise, but they're meant to make your bond stronger, not weaker. Career-wise, the first half of 2025 is about expanding your vision and setting long-term strategies. You may take on a project that feels bigger than anything you've done before, but instead of being rushed, you're given the time to plan it out. By the second half of the year, Jupiter in your 11th house can bring collaborators or investors who help you move those plans forward. Just know that the full results of your work this year will likely bloom in 2026, when other planetary alignments shift in your favor. Financially, the eclipses may shake things up, but Saturn's steady influence encourages you to be practical. This is a year to create budgets, pay off debts, and invest cautiously. If you've been relying on someone else financially, the universe may push you toward greater independence. And if you've been overly cautious, you may be nudged to explore new income streams. Spiritually, 2025 offers quiet but deep growth. You're being reminded that success isn't just about achievement, it's also about alignment. There may be moments this year where you're asked to slow down, reflect, and make sure your goals are in harmony with your values. Time in nature, journaling, and mindfulness practices will help you hear God's guidance more clearly. You may also find yourself letting go of old fears about stability, realizing that your worth doesn't come from constant productivity, but from the truth of who you are. Health-wise, Saturn in the 7th can sometimes bring stress from relationship responsibilities. So, balance is key. Pay attention to your energy levels and don't take on more than you can handle. Gentle, consistent routines will serve you better than intense, short-term pushes. Virgo, the theme for you in 2025 is patience with purpose. It's not about sitting still. It's about trusting that every action you take now is part of a bigger plan. There may be times you feel like things aren't moving fast enough, but remember, God is aligning opportunities, people, and timing so that when your moment comes, it will unfold flawlessly. You're being protected from rushing into situations that aren't yet ready for you. By the end of this year, you'll look back and realize just how much has shifted beneath the surface. The seeds you've planted will be growing strong roots. The relationships you've nurtured will be more solid. And your vision for the future will be clearer than ever. You may not have all the answers yet, but you'll feel more certain that you're on the right path. Virgo, your story in 2025 is not about sudden leaps. It's about building something that lasts. God is not just preparing you for the next opportunity. He's preparing you for a season of stability, abundance, and deeper purpose. Trust the timing, trust the process, and above all, trust yourself. Every step you take this year, no matter how small it seems, is a step toward the life you've been praying for.